Breaking news, Abba Kyari is not a drug baron and not a member of any drug cartel. Can you imagine? Who is writing this? I'm sure they'll begin to look for a way to set him free now. They're beginning to, look for justifications everywhere to defend him, to get him out. He has killed people innocently, and people are testifying. So I don't know how this guy can be set free. But again, let's get into the details of this write-up. Abba Kyari is not a drug baron and not member of any drug cartel, by barrister Suleiman Shehu Abba Kyari. Okay. This was written by barrister Suleiman Shehu. Okay. Abba Kyari is not a drug baron or drug dealer. He has never imported any drugs to Nigeria or dealt with any drugs to any country. The NDLEA has been challenged to produce any evidence linking Kyari to any drug trafficking or any drug baron or group. Nigerians and indeed the world police knows that the police IRT arrested the drug traffickers who brought drugs from Brazil through Ethiopia and down to Nigeria. This one, then they write, people say, you know so much. Barrister Suleiman Shehu, you need to explain more. This police operative called Abba Kyari was a nightmare, I tell you. Now, it is public knowledge that these drug traffickers the police IRT arrested had been trafficking drugs in active connivance with NDLEA officers. So when they were arrested in Enugu early 2022, they confessed in writing and on video that has gone viral that the NDLEA facilitated their drug trafficking and ensured they have successfully escaped the law enforcement agents at the Enugu and other airports across the country. In fact, they further confessed that on the few occasions they were arrested, they were cleared and freed by the NDLEA operatives. They further indicted and accused the NDLEA operatives during their confession on video that went viral and is also serving as exhibit in court, and their oral and written testimonies in court that they paid money to the NDLEA operatives to clear them out of Enugu airport before police arrested them outside the airport. So according to the testimony in court, they absolved the police of any complicity, saying the police refused to compromise the case during the arrest, despite a serious plea that the police should take the drugs and leave them. In fact, they testified that they offered the police money in addition to the offer to take the drugs, but the police remained adamant. So they also testified in court that they don't know Abba Kyari, they have never seen him, and nothing have ever connected them to Kyari in the past. Instead, the police officially transferred the drug traffickers and the drugs to NDLEA without exposing NDLEA's criminal activities as confessed on video by them. After the police transferred them and the drugs to NDLEA, instead of the NDLEA to appreciate and say thank you to the police for not exposing their officers, the NDLEA became angry that the police arrested drug traffickers whom they had collected money from and freed. Can you imagine? So the NDLEA began to organize a malicious setup against the police IRT who arrested the drug traffickers with drugs and transferred them to them. They also went to the media with lots of fabricated falsehood in their usual desperation of making a name in the media on top of Kyari's name and reputation. Unlike the media falsehood in circulation, the NDLEA alleged in the court that the police tampered with some of the drugs the police IRT recovered and voluntarily transferred to them. So the police insisted that they did not tamper with any drug. Okay, it's surprising that the police IRT who arrested the drug traffickers and recovered the drugs after NDLEA officers had cleared them out of the airport, and the police refused to compromise with the drug traffickers who were seriously begging for the police to take the whole drug and leave them to go free, would be accused of tampering with the evidence. So the police voluntarily and officially transferred the drug traffickers and the drugs to NDLEA with official letter without exposing the criminal activities of NDLEA officials in Enugu airport, with international drug cartel who are conniving with NDLEA to bring heavy drugs from Brazil into Nigeria after paying hundreds of millions of naira, as confessed by the arrested drug traffickers in writing on video and in open court, while smaller criminals who hide small drugs in air fresheners, etc., who don't pay NDLEA any money, are arrested and heavily exposed to the media. Can you imagine what this guy is writing here? This is a very long case. So this guy is now writing to exonerate Abba Kyari, I'm sure, because Abba Kyari is still in the police custody up till now. So what this guy is writing is that the police, the NDLEA, are the people causing problem here. They already freed these people from the Enugu airport, and police had to catch them outside the airport, and the police ROT had to, send both the traffickers, the drugs and everything with a cover note back to the NDLEA for prosecution. So NDLEA now is now angry that the people they had collected money from and released from the airport, that these police went to disgrace them and to arrest them from outside. And that is why they are trying to turn the case against the police. So all this what this guy is writing, let it be in the court for investigation and not in the social media, because police and investigators, they know what they're doing. When Abba Kyari was arrested, it was like everybody was jubilating because his own was getting too much, and he was dealing with innocent people. He was killing innocent people. With even some allege that he was involved in a lot of extrajudicial killing. So what do you have to say? This guy is just looking for a way to free Abba Kyari, but it's in the net. It's in the net. Okay, I don't even know why that case is taking time to conclude, because that matter is supposed to have been concluded by now. Now, people are already commenting, saying things in response to what this writer is saying here. As I say, nobody can change the narrative. He is a bad cop. They now want to clean him and bring him back to us. We keep want him again. We don't want him again. Confuse those you can, not me. Exactly. This write-up is just to confuse people and to bring a testimony and a narrative that we want to clean up Abba Kyari. It's not going to work. In fact, this writer should be arrested to say what he knows about all this matter. Some say they allow him to go to the US to answer the allegations leveled against him. I mean, yes, she then allow him because he is connected with the Hush Puppy case again. Hush Puppy confessed him. So allow him to go to US to go and answer the case that was leveled against him. Abba Kyari, most awarded police officer, he may have his shortcoming, but needed in the Nigerian police. Nigerian forget his good deed easily. What get lost? What good did he do? Extrajudicial killing that the police in Nigeria have been doing, or what? The drug traffickers and drugs were transferred to NDLEA without exposing the criminal activities of NDLEA officials in Enugu airport with international drug cartel. Me. Why would the police conceal useful information from a sister agency if not for the purpose of self-interest? Isn't it an offense to conceal useful information? Yes. So all those people that were in the NDLEA that were involved, if you know them, why didn't you expose them? Now, true, but all I know is that truth is truth, no matter the amount of money involved and lies, can't cover forever. The true identity of Abba Kyari, I respect to his lifestyle, okay, as Nigerian police officer, is already known to the world. What is that? All the Kwego, just like as Tinubu is not a drug baron and notorious certificate forger. Somebody don't write to send him to America, let him go and answer the case that was leveled against him by Hush Puppy. If a man is not drug baron and not a member of a drug cartel, but you collected money from any of them, you arrested and sent them free because of the huge money and build the kind of house this man has as at that rank of police officer, we question where did he get the kind of money exactly. So these guys, they're just looking for a way to free the guy, but it's not gonna work. The guy is in the net. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on this matter.